Welcome, everyone, to Of Dice and Dens. We haven't spoken in the podcast form since March. It is now
the silent treatment.
July.
No,
August.
it's not. It's August.
It's August.
We also haven't spoken to other humans since March.
I wish I could say the same, but no. So, for one, none of us listen to the podcast ahead of time. So this is going to be, if you find holes in the story or inconsistencies,
Too fucking bad.
good on you.
I'm glad you listen more than I do.
So just as a refresher for those who are listening to this in the moment, not like 5 years from now.
And those of
just
us
went
who are
from
playing.
episode to 30 to 31 as if it had been 2 seconds. I am your DM, Dan. To my left is
Harry. I play Eloshana, the cleric.
and also in Boise, but in a different building.
As Kimberly, I play Navia the Centaur Fighter.
And to our northwest,
I'm Jeff. I play Fiznik the Gnome.
and to our southwest,
I am Jason, and I play what's-his-name, a cowboy bard thing.
Wait,
And
so
a
far
cowbard.
everybody else has been non-human, but the human refers to himself as a thing.
I'm a
you
cowbard. Just realized.
Cowbard.
Oh, I like it.
Cowbard.
And
and
I'm Jen. I play Grin, the Hobbit rogue.
Woohoo.
and we are playing the module, The Lost Laboratory of Qualish. Do you guys remember at all what you have done?
At some point, we went to, and we were walking with the guy, and we found the two dudes, and then we went back.
And there was Stu. And
Yeah.
Grin and
Okay, so you
I killed some people.
And
Yeah.
then we went somewhere with the kid.
And there was the flying faces.
Yeah.
A bunch of people had the same dream.
I
and
know
they're all
what
trying to
happened and I'm
describe it at the
confused
same-
now.
I mean,
know what
you
you're
did
talking
think
about.
you knew what happened.
I thought I knew what happened. So you guys talked to a cartophile about a guy named Qualish because at the end of your last adventure you just...
Cartophile or cartographer?
Yeah,
He called
a
himself a
map enthusiast.
cartophile.
Oh.
And one who has sex with maps.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
And because
We're not
at...
king shaming, but
Nope. Because in the
as long
in
as
the
it's not-
fort in Nimresa, the heist you guys pulled, you found plans of some basically mechs to go to war in your country. And when you showed them to an expert, he's like, "Those look like they're of Qualish design," and a
that's the
gnome
note I took.
from a long time ago. And so you go talk to the cartophile, who's an expert on this guy. Also has a bunch of maps, and he shows you how to get to the Barrier Mountains, because that's the expedition that Qualish was on. Doing so, you found this floating, weird island full of faceless people.
Not king
Right. Okay, I remember now.
and so...
Didn't somebody explode at the end?
And it
And
was like
then-
it's like a
Sound like
cult,
Jason.
and they're like, okay, well, you're new initiates. We're gonna.
They want you to be initiates. They let you
Yeah.
explore, meet everyone. You've
Yeah, we
been
weren't
so
allowed.
far. You came across the dock where a what's called a Marinoloth had like this fairy. They're a creature that has kind of a skullish looking face. And then there were a bunch of monks that you discovered have no faces, and you discovered flying faces, which were probably their faces.
Mhm.
And then you went to... You didn't go there, but you went to...
You didn't go there, but you went there.
You went to the prison cells. What's his name disguised himself as one of them, but did a moderate job, so his face looks like it's covered in pork chops.
Oh, that's right.
You
Yeah.
saw faceless prisoners in there, as well as some nutter butter people, and he did not do a very good job of trying to insinuate himself, and he just left.
What? Jason?
And then you went to the engine room where you saw that most of the prisoners are treated as slaves to basically dig ore into the engines to keep this thing aloft. You were thinking about rescuing them, but then you realized if you did it right now, the whole thing would crash to the ground and everyone would die, including the slaves.
And I don't want to
realize
die.
that? Did we realize that, or did you tell us that?
No. Well, you guys thought about it, asked me, and I said, yes, it's accurate.
Got it.
I have
So then-
no recollection of that part.
So then,
at all.
so then you went across the way because what's his name was starting to get hungry, and they said, well, the dorms have food. So everyone except for Fiznik, Byron, and Grin went into the dorms and ate really specious soup with a little bit of everything in it. For example, Kimberly, what was in it?
I'm trying to remember, but I remember having a really good time with that.
Yeah,
was
go.
like-
What's in the soup, Kimberly?
Like pants and
It was
knees
laundry. You ate some laundry.
Everything.
and crackers and cans
Microwave chicken.
oh god,
rotisserie.
and spoons
She's
and
fine with pants, but microwave
lighthouses.
chicken is too much.
and bags and lanterns. I'm just looking around my
And then,
kitchen.
so then Fiznik, Byron, and Grin continued on down while they were experiencing life to its fullest, and found the flaying room,
Oh, gee.
or flaying quarters area thing. There was a man tied to a table, and they were
Not
prepping
kink
to flay him. And Fiznik and Grin were being sneaky boots. They were trying to figure out what they could do. And then they started getting ready to flay the guy's face, so then they jumped into action. They sneakily climbed, and then knocked like the acid over that they use for tanning. And I didn't realize the amount of damage it did, and basically melted everybody.
Yay!
But meanwhile, they had sent Byron to go get you guys to tell what's his name they found a poo corner for him.
Sounds like a...
And then he was, for some reason, what's his name wasn't in the mood for pooping, and Byron really had to push him
For
to
the
get him
first
to go.
time in forever.
in forever.
For the first time in forever.
He does.
I can hold it. I don't need a corner. But by the time you guys get back, basically everyone's dead, and like it was a Frankenstein's monster. You killed it. And then you tried to help a guy who was sitting on the floor, and it turned out it was a flesh golem suit. What's his name decided, hey, I'll try
I
it
love
on.
Flesh Golem in The Fly, by the way. I just feel like I should point that out. He's great.
And it basically had a curse on it that makes him want to keep it forever.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
And you could take it off, and you were holding it while you guys took a winker, and you guys are taking like a 20-minute winker.
Dan's a winker.
And
I don't
so
want to see
while
anybody's winker.
Well, what's his name was trying to sleep. Grin was going to try to steal it from him because it's grossing her out, and failed.
Yeah.
Sounds like Gran.
Oh.
Woke him up, and that's where we left it.
All right.
That sounds right. I'll go.
Also, you notice that there were wires that are heading to the back end of the island, and I posted the map in the Discord for you guys. But you saw wires that were heading towards the back, and so that's kind of where you were thinking of heading. After experiencing some iffy food, our heroes destroyed everyone and everything in the flaying hut, except some cursed armor. Will the cult notice? Will they become fugitives, forced to hide on this isolated floating island? Find out now on Of Dice and Dens, the Lost Laboratory of Qualish. So you guys all leveled up. because I felt after a few months of patience with dealing with our drama over here of almost dying and of dying animals and etc.
Raising animals and
raising and killing animals right and left.
So, just to be clear, we are currently in number 7.
You are in between 7 and 4.
Okay. 4 is the barracks, 7 is the vat of acid.
Well, the flaying room, which is now just basically acid all over the floor, yes.
yay.
The formerly known as.
They call it the leather works in here.
Yeah.
Mm.
And 5 is where
And
the
5
mine-
is right out.
5 is the engine room.
Okay.
6 is the prison.
Okay.
Once the number 3 being the third number be reached, then lobest thou thy holy hand or grenade of Antioch towards thy foe. Who being naughty in my sight, just.
And number 3 is the main area that they keep trying to get you to go to meet the boss man.
We're not
I really-
ready.
I really don't want to go there. I like my face.
Well,
But
you already took care of the face room, so
So,
No,
guys,
I guess that's true.
I think it's time. I think it's time we go in. Weapons hot.
weapons up. Just like Ghostbusters.
Dan, I do have to apologize. I had to walk out of the room for like a minute and a half, so I missed everything after Grin tried to take my suit.
There wasn't
there
a whole
anything-
lot after that. We just talked about
Okay.
how we were murdering animals and raising animals here, and that allowed you to level up.
Okay, cool.
And then I mentioned that the big spire in the middle is where they keep trying to get you guys to go because that's where the main guy in charge of everything is.
Yes.
And the wires go around that towards the back, towards 9, 10, and 8.
And it looks like from the map, we can't get to 8, 9, and 10 except through 3?
No, you can.
Okay.
We could spelunk. Is that the right word? No, that's into a cave. We could repel.
Repel?
We,
Yeah.
yes.
8 has a path that leads up to it.
Okay.
Although none of you know what that actually looks like back there yet because you haven't been there.
Because we haven't seen that.
So have I woken up yet, or am I still sleeping?
Yeah, you're all awake. You
Okay.
took your nap. Feel a little bit different. Feel like you have more abilities and are a little bit stronger. A little
And
bit
I'm in an
healthier.
Edgar
But
suit,
see,
if I remember correctly.
And you're in an
This is
Edgar
like
suit.
the 5th or 6th time that's happened where I've woken up feeling stronger. So I'm just like, meh.
You
You're
didn't
like, this is
wake,
just typical.
You didn't wake up with a pet pseudo dragon.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay, this is my bad one.
So we got 2 options. We can go into 3, weapons hot, and kick some ass, or we can continue exploring around the island.
Navia votes for ass kicking.
Knowing that at some point someone's gonna realize you just murdered a bunch of monks, melted them. But I will say that while there may have been screams, it is the flaying room. So it's not an unknown sound from that area.
It's not the like soft jazz room.
No, it's not. Not anymore. That's maybe what it was one time, but now it's just where faces are.
So I'm sorry, can you remind me one more time? This suit makes me want to keep the suit on. Is that its main focus? What's the deal again? One more time.
It's
I apologize.
irresistible to you.
So I was actually bringing it up because I knew you were going to ask me that question.
Yeah.
So it's leather golem armor.
Mm-hmm.
Strange rituals have repurposed the body of a flesh golem into this partially sentient suit of leather armor.
Fun.
While wearing this armor, you gain +1 bonus to your AC and saving throws against spells and other magical effects. In addition, you gain immutable form. You are immune to any spell or effects that would alter your form.
Ooh.
Which means your spell that lets you disguise yourself is an effect that alters your form. In fact, since you put it on, you probably lost the pork chop face.
Makes sense.
Thank God.
That's how you would have probably figured that out. Lightning absorption. You gain resistance to lightning damage. Whenever you take lightning damage, you actually gain hit points.
Yeah.
Temporary hit points. But the armor is cursed, and becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. Until the curse is broken with a remove curse spell or similar magic, you are unwilling to part with the armor. In addition, while you wear the cursed armor, you gain the following properties. Aversion to fire. If you take any fire damage, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of your next turn. Berserk. Whenever a critical hit is made against you, you roll a d6. On a 6, the armor causes you to go to Berserk. Basically, the armor takes over. On each of your turns while Berserk, you attack the nearest creature that you see.
I'm staying away from
If
him.
no creature is near enough to move and attack, you attack an object, with preference for an object smaller than you. Once the armor causes you to go Berserk, it cannot be removed. You continue to attack until you are incapacitated or until another creature is able to calm you with an appropriate magic. Or check. Charisma check.
Oh shit! I just
So,
said
last I knew, you had taken it off because you want to be able to change form.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I did willingly get it off of me.
I thought you
Yes.
couldn't.
But yeah, I thought.
He
yeah,
can
that's
take
what-
it off, but he will not give it up.
Ah.
Basically, yeah,
I'll
you like
let
take it
anyone
off
have
and then
it.
and then you like very like reverently fold it up and keep it.
Yeah. You have to
Does
keep
it
it on
still
your person.
affect you? When it's
I think it affects me just in that I am addicted to it.
Psychologically.
It is a
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Now I got it. Cool. How's everybody doing? Oh man, you guys like this suit? Oh, I love this suit. Have you guys seen my suit? Where's my suit? Hold on. Meat suit. Oh, there it is. Meat suit. Hey, meat suit. How are you? I'm pretty good. How are you?
It's with your nightmare.
It's semi-sentient, so I guess it would... I'm trying to figure out what that would mean with a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Like, it's not sentient. That means it doesn't talk to you in sentences. It
Yeah.
doesn't say it has ESP, so I guess it just writhes in a way that makes it... You know it likes you.
It purrs.
Yeah. There you go.
I almost think kind of like reverse empathic. Like
It gives you.
Gives you
it
thoughts and
projects
pictures.
its emotions onto you.
It emojis at you, Jay. It has a smiley face
Yep.
in your head.
Ew.
Yeah, it's very gross.
I'd rather ride on me.
It's just a meaty smiley face.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy, yummy
Oh.
in my tummy. It's a song
All
I
right.
sing with
So,
my
did
nieces
you want
at dinner time.
to re-disguise yourself as a monk, or did you want to do something else, or what?
And don't fuck it up this time.
Oh yeah, oh good Christ. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see if I
Because it
can.
lasts an hour anyway,
monk it
so by
up.
now the hour would be up. Okay. It's a
try it.
first level spell, so you have to
Uh-huh.
use a first level spell slot to cast it.
Okay.
But all those will reset because you leveled up.
Okay.
You're
Good,
welcome.
Yay. Thank you, and also I don't know if I ever keep track of that, but good. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. First level. There we go. What do I gotta roll? Do I have to roll anything, or am I good? What do I?
No, they do an investigation check.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So they roll against you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. As far as I know.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm a monk, right? How do I look to you guys? I look okay.
Monkish.
All right. Where are we going?
All right. So what's the
Well,
plan?
are we going to kick ass or are we going to take names?
I vote for the kicking the ass.
I'm fine with that.
They're voting on what to do: kick ass or take names.
Oh, no.
Why can't I hear anybody?
I
Okay, I heard that.
don't know.
Grin as our conscience.
As the smart one of the group.
Yes.
Well, we're working
Somebody has to be.
eventually towards the one with the wires going to it, right?
Yeah.
So
Which, what's his name had to describe to you what wires were in a very poor way.
That's right.
yeah. Which number is that again?
So 8, 9, and 10 are in that direction, but you can't really see. Well, from where you are up on this, actually, are you? No, there's a cliff kind of up on there, so you can't really see
We're
down
at
there.
7, right?
You are at 7.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Okay.
So you can't really see what's down there, but you know the wires head that
Oh,
direction.
because okay.
And we haven't been to 3 yet?
3 is where the Grand Master is.
Which is kind of where we're thinking of going next.
Yeah. If you go there, that's the main boss guy of this island. He's probably going to try to conscript you.
I think we should go sneaky around the back where his stuff's happening. Maybe. First.
Before we go in guns blazing.
Yeah. Because then we know almost everything that's going on here if we cover most of the ground. Before the guy who's in charge knows we're there. What do you guys?
Well,
That's a
me
fair
as a
point.
player agrees with you. Me as a character says I want to go in and stab something.
I'm sure
Alessandro's
there's
opinion.
good stabbing in more places if we go to more places first.
Ooh, more stabbing. I
Right?
could do with more stabbing.
Or at least preventing the bad
Here's your
stabbers
copy of the map, by the way, Aries.
from stabbing the other people, and then we can,
It's true.
Well, and we're preventing a I don't know what the correct phrase would be, but we don't want all the monks coming into the big place at the same time we're trying to take down the big bad guy.
That is
Right.
very fair.
gotta go to the reinforcements first.
Yeah, thin the herd some.
As
Okay.
usual, I'll follow you guys. I'm pretty
yeah.
preoccupied with this suit over here, so
So-
buddy, don't worry.
I'll
And
just
then
try
we
not to
can know-
clump my big old hooves too loud.
I just
Clomp,
think that
clomp,
if they're doing
clomp.
all this horrible stuff to people over right up in the front here, that there's got to be some really crazy stuff going on in the back.
For
Because it's
Business
part,
in the
yeah,
front,
it's
party in
business
the
in
back.
front. Yeah, what's that party back there? It's
So-
of Mullet Island.
So when you
I've been
say
there.
sneaky, do you want me to make the centaur invisible?
Can you? Because that would be great.
That'd
Because
be
I am
dope.
not sneaky.
I actually can.
Sweet.
You can make like 2 people invisible, right? And don't forget, I didn't mention it, but yeah, I guarantee you guys forgot. You've got that hot tiefling bard that what's his name has a crush on,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
and his Modron
Protect
sidekick
him with your
Gearbox.
Gearbox.
I guess his opinion of it would be, we should probably make sure we know our environs before we go in guns a-blazing, so to speak.
I agree.
How does he know what guns are?
I was gonna ask the same question.
Crossbows a-blazing.
Okay. So am I making the centaur invisible and with the cloak? So do we want a flying invisible centaur? Just throwing that out there. There's some
Yes.
ethical repercussions going on.
Do we want what?
A flying invisible centaur.
I mean,
mean,
that sounds cool.
That sound,
That
yeah,
sounds
I'm
great
like,
to me.
that sounds like something everyone would want.
It's like flying cats. Hi, Daisy.
Okay. Well, you've
I
got
mean,
the
lizards.
Yes. So Nadia, you have the cloak with wings.
Right.
It's called the Wings of Flying, by the way.
Oh.
We'll assume that you attuned to it during this nap.
Sure. It was
It
a
gives
really
you a
powerful
flying
map,
speed
so-
of 60 feet, and they last an hour.
Oh, I
And
can
you-
fly up to 60 feet within the span of an hour.
No, when you wear them, which they last for an hour, it gives you a flying speed of 60 feet.
Flying speed. Okay. I didn't.
Yep.
Does it go away? Like
After
it's
an
a-
hour,
Forever.
they turn back into a regular cloak, and then you roll a d12 to see how long it takes for them to recharge.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Mm.
Sweet.
And you need to have a command word for it.
Gotta pick something I'll remember.
Snuffleupagus.
My first instinct is to be like skippity doo, but like
You would not remember that.
Well,
would not remember that.
Blatherskites.
What's the name of your cult?
Ooh,
I'll
that's
just
a
say
great question, Ari.
I have a cult.
I thought
You have a
did.
child.
Oh, cult!
Yeah, not
Oh
like
my god!
we just.
What does
Oh
everybody know guns are?
my god. Rinna.
We've been playing way too much Deadlands, and we
Yep.
haven't even played Deadlands in a while.
Her name is Rinna, so yeah, that's a good one.
There you go. Okay,
All right.
make a note of
so,
that.
Flying invisible. Centaur.
By the way, guys, I'm very much enjoying having Roll20 able to search on. I did a search for a wing and was able to find it. So
Ooh.
it's pretty good.
So,
Can you look up Winker?
But I don't think that's in here. That's not an official Wizards of the Coast term.
Oh, shoot.
Can you mute your phone?
let me see
I
here.
thought it was muted.
I just heard it ding.
One.
That was mine. I'm sorry. I'm muting
Oh.
it now.
Kimberly! For
Okay.
fuck's sake!
Get me in
So
trouble.
unprofessional. I know it's been a few months, but get your shit together or you are out of here.
Okay.
Don't cry.
Sorry, guys, that was a peek behind the curtain. I'm quite a taskmaster usually.
He's a dick.
All right, so you guys are invisibling of the
Wait,
flying.
I can
Okay.
only turn 2 people invisible. And
You-
Fiznik licks his finger and touches Nadia. I can now turn 1 person invisible.
All right, so let's see. What's Byron? Byron's got pretty good sneak, right? His stealth is 4 plus 4.
4 plus 4? Oh,
No,
plus
just
4.
plus 4. His stealth is
I
plus
thought it
4.
was higher. Okay.
Is it +4?
It's plus 4.
I think it might be
shit.
+4.
I think it's
Think.
plus 4.
I
thought
could
it
be
was
wrong.
+4.
I feel like it's +4.
And I know Grin's sneak is probably very good. So what's your sneak, A?
Your butt.
Haha.
That's
What is
infallible
that?
logic.
Stealth?
Yeah.
What do you think? 0.
So Fiznik licks his second finger and touches.
Ew. Wait, why do I have 0 dex? Oh, because. Okay.
Because you suck at dexterity.
Shut up.
Touches
I
the
usually have a
cleric and
migraine.
goes,
Have you
okay.
guys tried to walk in a straight line when you have a migraine?
Okay,
All right.
listen, you two. Do not attack anything. If you attack,
Aw.
you become visible. Okay, they're ready.
I
to
like
go.
kind of like I like
You guys still need
I'm
to roll
like-
stealth because this makes you invisible, not silent.
Wait, who
I like
has-
look at my
Me?
sword and go.
You
"Aw."
and Navia.
I could have rolled a d20. I mean, a 20. I don't know.
Mm,
Everyone always assumes. What
Stealth
do I
is
have to
+2. 17.
stealth. Oh, that's not bad.
do? Oh, 'cause
That's
it
not
doesn't
bad
make
at
us
all.
Quiet,
I mean,
just
it's for
invisible.
it's going to be their passive perception, so we'll see how that rolls
Isn't
out.
it still?
Huh.
Ouch.
I will actively try
Is
to
it
be
not-
quiet.
Half the party anymore?
This is special because you two are invisible, so it's a different thing.
Whatever. Ugh. I haven't rolled a die in like.
Are you getting sore already? So she may be invisible, but she is not quiet.
I'm just talking the whole time.
What kind of noises is she making so that I can compensate for them being a loud monk?
I would say it's her chainmail clinking.
There you
Oh.
She
go.
doesn't really know how to stop that.
Oh,
Clink,
dip de doo, zip de dip, monk song, monk song.
So
Zip
why don't
de
you go
dip.
ahead and roll, Grin? Roll for you and Byron.
Wait, do you have any what are they called? Spurs that you can put on?
They go jingle jingle.
For half a
that's a good
second,
point.
I thought you were starting to say the word sperm.
Kimberly has not been around people in a while.
Jingly sperm.
That's my mom.
Or maybe she just remembers being around us.
Well, you know.
Excuse me, Anna.
Byron has 18
Nice.
plus 4.
Whatever, Byron.
Oh, nice.
22.
Okay.
And then. I don't
Oh,
know what
is
mine
this still
is
4?
right now. I'm gonna go with the same angle that I picked before. And, what is my. I'm having a dickens of a time pulling out my character sheet right now.
Dickens.
I'm trying to do it for the last 10 minutes. Let me look on this phone that's dying though, because I can at least look at it right now.
Or here. Do you want me to just pull it up right here for you?
Sure.
Just gotta ask. That's how that works. Okay, let's see.
That's
Mom,
just
Dad,
goddamn
stop
science.
fighting.
Stop opening all this.
I want to roll more dice.
You will
Sorry.
soon. Shut up.
So
When you guys fail and get attacked.
I could have rolled this one. It was better.
Okay, what are we looking for?
stealth
Stealth check.
yeah.
Plus
Plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky
So
stealth.
20 for me. So
Yeah,
he's
you would have had to
sneakier
roll
than I am
pretty
right
poor.
now.
That was actually like just a little above average, but with your plus 9, it makes you amazing. Just like
And with my
every
stick.
move with your stick, Harry. Right, and then what's his name is in disguise, so we'll just pretend like he's fine.
Sure. I mean, I do have a
Unless-
10 plus 5, so just in case. In
Okay.
case I need to be
So
sneaky.
you can be trying to be sneaky, and if someone catches you, you have to just gotta be like, "What? I wasn't sneaking. I'm just a very private person."
I'm just cute.
Seamus rolled a 24 and Fiznik rolled a 15.
Ooh, if it's
For a second,
written
I
in
thought-
chainmail, I could be singing Christmas music. And
There you
it'll
go.
just sound like it's jingle bells.
Thanks for listening to episode 31 of Dice and Dens. It's been some time since we recorded and released an episode. It seemed like one thing after another affected production. It feels good to be back in the saddle, and here's hoping nothing new will affect our release schedule. This module we're playing is the Lost Laboratory of Qualish, which you can find on DM's Guild. And you can find Of Dice and Dens on Twitter at ODNDpod, on Facebook at ODND Podcast. Feel free to email us at odndpod@gmail.com or visit our website at odndpodcast.com, where you'll also be able to find a link to our YouTube channel, which we do not have enough followers to personalize yet. Of Dice and Dens is part of the stolendress.com podcast network, where you'll be able to find other podcasts, such as our sister podcast, OD&D Presents, where we play non-D&D games. There's also What's With You, Scooby-Doo, Comedy on Vinyl, the Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour podcast, hosts with their own Picard, Professional Blur, and many, many more. The music in this episode was created by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.filmmusic.io and used under Creative Commons Attribution License. Now let's get back to the shenanigans. Alright, so you guys head back down the path. You walk past the dormitory where you smell that delicious stew.
I'm pretty sure hot dogs were involved last time.
There were
think you're
definitely hot dogs. I rolled a nat 1 for anyone's perception that there's anyone out there, so
Oh,
you
good.
just walk right on by, no problem. And then you are heading past the big tower. Rolled a 6 on that, so you're fine. And then you head on back, and it's a little bit quieter over here. Those two little pyramids on the map are actually look like they're kind of decrepit. It's not like a building or anything. And as you head around the back, you can see a little mini floating island in a big open space with its own little engine powering it, and a
Gotcha.
bunch of floating discs leading up to it from a path. And then across the way, past it, you see your path leads over to another building.
Okay.
So as far as people that want to hide things go, that seems like something's definitely going on in that floaty, crazy place.
Psst, flying centaur. Fly over to the island.
I want to do a reconnaissance flyby.
Because if it collapses, you'll live and fly.
So, can I just put out this mental image I have just for a moment of me flying a la Santa's reindeer?
Okay.
That's just
No one- no-
While
can
I'm
see
singing
it.
jingle bells because
it's Christmas in August. All right.
All right, so you're flying over to all the way to the island?
Yes. I'm just gonna do like a reconnaissance pass.
Okay. Well, as you get near the island, all your magic stops working.
Oh, good.
And you fall down through the hole and disappear from sight.
Woohoo!
Fiznik looks over the edge. Well, shit.
Nope. Mage hand can only lift 10 pounds. Good to know.
Yeah, you don't see her anymore.
Shit.
Are there any feathers on the ground nearby? I wanna.
You can't see the ground from here. It's all haze. You're hundreds of feet up.
So, just gonna risk it. Can Seamus? So Seamus has limited telepathy. He
Okay.
can communicate simple ideas, emotions, images to any creature within 100 feet. Can
Okay.
Seamus fly down into the hole 100 feet and do
Yeah,
a
sure.
recon on the recon?
He. How close to the island does he get?
Not as close. Just more in the downish direction than
Okay.
the over direction.
Okay, so he flies on down, and he flies 100 feet, and he's still just in the mist. There's no visible ground, and he sees nothing.
Fiznik, summons him back and turns around to the rest of the party. Yeah, she's gone.
God.
Ha. Well, that's the best way I've ever seen a horse have to go. I'll just say that much. Normally, back home, a horse breaks a leg. It's all over. At least she disappeared into a fog of delicious magic.
You obviously never had to watch our text die.
No.
Sorry.
So we'll come back to Kimberly in a minute, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
What do you guys do now?
Don't give in to the sadness, Nadia.
Okay.
Navia.
Yeah, it's
How
got
much
to be in
hempen rope
it.
do we all
It's
have?
been a long time. She's been gone for like 30 seconds.
Elishana's got a cold.
Well, while you guys are doing that, I'm just gonna go over here and roll up a
Migraine.
druid.
You don't have to do that. Don't worry about
I know.
it.
Elishana pulls a rope out of her bag and goes,
Yeah, how
Yes.
much hempen rope do we have?
I have 50 feet.
Oh,
You have 0 feet. You fell.
Well, she asked how much hempen rope we have, and I have 50 feet.
How much rope do I have? Not that it matters. I have 50 feet of rope.
I'm
So-
not wasting my rope.
Yeah. or the
Did you
floating
guys hear that?
discs.
A
Like,
little squeak of what?
Could Fiznik walk across the floating discs, or is this like hopscotch jump to the floating discs?
There's about the discs themselves are 3 feet long, and there's about 3 feet of space between them.
Yeah, I can't make that.
And Fiznik
jump.
is, what, 3 feet tall?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What if Elishana just dives after Navia?
What? Look, I'm
Oh no,
coming
they are
for you.
sorry. They are spaced 5.
I mean,
feet
we
apart.
could tie all of our rope together.
Yeah,
really
but after
well.
100 feet, there's nothing to be seen. And Dan already did say, we'll come back to Kimberly. So I would say, let's come back to Kimberly at a time.
So we
So
would
you're-
just do nothing.
Okay, I believe
Yes.
that your character is just gonna move the fuck on. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the fucking cleric. And I'm
mean,
a little
mine wouldn't.
concerned.
All right.
At all.
Well,
I'm
you
like
guys
a
can all stick
cocker
around.
spaniel. One of my herd is gone.
Yes.
Well-
Fiznik is exactly 3 feet tall and weighs a whopping 32 pounds.
Aw.
So little.
Brag.
So it's a movement, jumping.
Weird flex, but okay.
If you move
question
at
is,
least
does
10
he have
feet
a
on
thigh
foot
gap?
before
That's
your
what I need.
jump,
Oh my god.
No, he's got.
you
chubby
can
thighs.
you cover a
He's
number of
thick.
feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before your jump.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work here.
And if you do a standing long jump, you can leap half that distance.
Wait, how much?
He was asking
how
about the
much-
discs. Your strength score.
So 6. So that means I could, if I had a 10-foot running head start,
You can make a 6-foot jump,
I
which
could
would
make
get you
a
to the
six-
first disc, but then that's not 10 feet on the disc, so then you can only leap half that distance.
which is
So-
3 feet.
You can jump to the first disc.
Yeah. And then I would short the second one. So, what's his name? What's your
Yeah.
name?
Uh-huh.
You look
What's up?
big, strong, lanky.
Sure.
Pay a gold to jump across the stones.
What's at the end of these stones again? I'm sorry.
That's
bit-
a floating
Float-
island.
like mini floating
yeah.
island.
Why do I want to go there? My magic's gonna drop off, right?
Oh, because you're too busy not helping our friend. That's why you want to go do
I've already been told. I've been told to move past this because we're gonna come back to her. Because it sounds like
You don't
this
you
is-
don't want me to have died in vain because I wanted to see what was over there. So you're gonna finish my mission for me.
Oh, is that what's gonna happen?
I don't
That's your
know.
motivation.
And there's probably
one
money
of-
over there.
I just feel like one of us should not end up in the magic hole. Like maybe one of us.
I wasn't suggesting we all tie a rope
I've
together
been on
and then
that part.
jump in.
Well, that's what it sounded like.
Well,
One person needs to climb down.
maybe
Right.
we need to go in there after her. Maybe
I can't
she's-
go down there because my
Okay.
my
I wasn't
disguise will
saying
drop off.
You go down there. Obviously, you aren't going to go down there.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Dick.
I will.
You're going to jump across the stones.
Yep.
They basically look like Tetsu's floating discs. They're a 3-foot in diameter disc with 1 inch thick, floating in midair.
Yeah, yeah. And will they
After
hold?
you,
I don't know if they'll hold a person. Now,
Cowbard.
my other question is again.
They
my
lead. They
magic's
lead
gonna,
to an entryway. It looks like stepping stones leading into a door.
but my magic will go away if I make it. Correct. If I make it to
Maybe.
this magic floating island.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is. My one strength will go away, and I will. Sure. All right.
well, you
I
have
jumped to
your
the first
acerbic
disc.
wit.
Yeah, that gets
That's
you
your
so
other
far.
strength. Your charisma doesn't go away. That's not magic, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then I'm gonna jump to that first disc then, stone disc, disky stone.
All right. So you take a 10-foot. You stretch, right? You go,
Mm-hmm.
"Ooh." And you go and you run, jump,
Mhm.
and you land on the disc.
Great.
Good job.
And then the disc disappears from underneath your feet,
No!
and you
Told
begin to fall.
motherfuckers. Told you, motherfuckers.
And Elishana puts her hand up to grin. High five. I assume she leaves me hanging.
I do.
And
Fiznik reverts to gnomish for a second. Well, fuck.
and so what's his name falls and disappears into the mist.
All right, Elishana's just gonna jump down
What?
after him.
Okay, Elishana
Can I have
falls
your
and
rope before
disappears
you?
into the
I'm
mist.
going after my friends.
Elishana disappears into
So
the
then
mist.
Fiznik turns
You
to
have no
Grin.
idea if they're just all hitting the ground at the
Yeah.
bottom,
Fiznik turns to Grin.
or if it's like just trampolines.
Do you ever feel like that we're the only ones who have brains in this group?
Well, we
I
could've told
was
you
talked into this. I was guilted into jumping.
He doesn't know the difference between jumping and falling.
I
You're not
landed on the
flying, you're
disc, thank
falling
you.
with style.
Yep.
The disc disappeared. You see.
Mm-hmm.
So he technically jumped and then fell.
So what do you want to do, Miss Grin?
Well,
Throw Byron in.
the 4 of us probably have rope still.
Both
True.
both Garrett and Gearbox look at each other. Garrett shrugs and says, "Let's go," and they both jump.
Son of a-
The dice decided that one, guys.
What?
So
Hey,
we've got.
hey Byron,
failed their
stand next
wisdom
to me for a
checks.
minute, please.
How much could they have failed? That's a lot of
Well, the
fails.
three of us have rope.
That's what, 150 feet, give or take? Do you have
Between
Maybe.
the
the
three of you,
climbing
yeah.
equipment?
Byron would have rope.
I mean, I think I do.
I've got some pitons here.
Detached to what? It's open space. I guess there's a little bit of cliff. Like there's probably about, looking at the map, maybe like 35 feet of cliff before it just disappears.
Very quickly, I just want to point out, I cast silent image of a giant pillow beneath me, but I can never reach it because it is basically falling with me at the same time. It was to comfort myself, but now I've realized it is just, I'm just torturing myself as I fall.
Now you're just taunting yourself.
I could go down 150 feet if you two could lift me, but I probably weigh the most out of all of us, and I'm not going to ask you guys to
Byron's taller
do
than
that.
you, I
Is there
think.
something we could tie rope onto?
Oh yeah, there's like little like kind of not, they're not stalagmites, but they're like the little pyramid things sticking up out of the dirt that look similar to it that you could potentially tie it around, like little mini obelisks made
Okay.
of metal.
Can I use those? Are made of metal?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not so bad. Can I use perception just to kind of like fiddle with them to see if they're bendy or not?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, can I see the dice?
There's the dice. Just use this to roll it in.
Oh,
It's a good bouncy surface to roll. I know it's a small surface, but it works.
that's true. Sorry, what's my perception, Jay?
Oh, that's
This is
ironic.
so fun. Yeah.
+7.
Okay, so 13.
It seems like
Oh no, math 12. Sorry.
it seems like it's pretty solid. Like it's attached to something inside the dirt.
Okay, well I'm gonna do my best knots, and maybe
Solid
these
square
guys can
knot.
just keep an eye on the rope and shout if I need to climb as fast as I can.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So Fiznik and Seamus kind of stay with the tiefling at the top and watch Grin
Okay.
climb down.
So you, I guess,
No,
begin.
the tiefling jumped. Byron's up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's just you and Byron.
Byron.
I'm not gonna make the kid go down.
That's true.
Okay, so Byron, if anything happens,
I'll jump
you're
after you. Miss.
you're very good at hiding, and I know that you've started to learn to protect yourself. Hide first, fight last.
After
the Eleanor from Star Trek Picard.
I just left Byron my records just in case I don't make it.
Okay, that's good.
Delete your browser history. Is that what you mean?
I leave Byron. What's her name again?
Dagmar
Dagmar.
and the chickens.
Oh, and I
No.
and just
The
in
chicken's
case,
buried with me.
not that these crazy face peelers are gonna like treat somebody good just because they have money, but I'm gonna give him my coin purse too.
Okay.
And we never saw Byron again.
Okay. So I'm going to climb down as far as I can go, I guess.
All right,
And I
let's do,
think I
like,
have something where I climb faster than.
Okay. So as you climb down, you start entering the misty cloud, which your rope is getting wet. So let's go ahead and do a dex check. to
And
make
you
sure
discover
don't
that
slip.
the cloud is actually cotton candy.
Okay.
Now
Jay,
it's just wets.
what's my dexterity? Sorry.
Your dexterity is a total of a number that is equal to the number which is the following number that I'm going to tell you right
Bird.
now. Why can't I see it? Wait, how did I lose it?
Is it just straight dex?
Yep.
Okay, scroll up.
I thought I did. Oh, duh. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. And it's a dex
+3?
check.
Yeah,
So
+3.
that's at the
So
top,
15?
Right? All right, so you're fine. You come down, and you are both metaphorically and literally at the end of your rope, and you see nothing.
I'm gonna call out and see if anybody hears me. Hello?
Hello.
Can anybody
hello,
hear me?
Anybody hear me?
Hear me.
You don't even hear an echo because the mist absorbs all that sound. You hear nothing. It feels eerily silent, like a snowstorm.
Or snow.
That kind of like weighty silence.
Yeah.
Wait, snowstorm. Maybe like snowfall?
Sure,
Whatever.
yes.
Snowstorms are noisy,
Whatever.
man.
You're
Ari.
noisy.
You're
I'm the
noisy.
DM, check your mouth.
You shut your mouth.
It'd be really helpful to have my character sheet.
Fizna, can you do a perception check for me?
Sure.
Here, scroll.
Do you want one for me or me and Seamus?
Did you tell Seamus to keep an eye on the rope?
Sure.
Then yeah, both of you. And go ahead and roll a perception for Byron, too.
Okay. Byron gets a 10. Let's see. Seamus gets an 11 plus. Let's see. His passive perception is 13. Plus 3, so 14 for Seamus, and 12? Oh, no, 9 for Fiznik.
Seamus and Byron notice out of the corner of their eye that the rope is sliding up the little pole that it's tied to.
Uh-oh.
Sliding up?
Like it's gonna come off.
Oh.
So
'Cause
it's like
it's
one of
slightly
the-
tapered, and so it's causing it to slowly slide up with all the weight on it.
Oh, I
That-
see. I
yeah.
see. Yeah.
So what does Byron do?
I
Seamus,
think
or
Byron
both?
would definitely tell me because I asked him to. Both of them.
Miss? Fiznik didn't see it, only his lizard. Miss, the rope's moving!
Can I hear them?
It's very faint. But you can
All right, I'm gonna
tell
start
what-
climbing up as fast as I can. Which I
Fiznik
think is
is-
double speed. And I also
can
asked
tell.
them to kind of like push it down if they could.
So Byron, he has a +0 to his strength.
I can roll for him.
Nat 20's it. He is like, he puts his whole weight on it. He's got his feet like wedged, and it is not moving
He's
anymore.
desperate.
He took his can of spinach, aka PCP.
Yeah.
Some bath salts.
All right, why don't you go ahead, because the rope is still slippery where you are, and roll another dex.
Okay. Ooh. 11?
You make it. I'm just doing it's a very simple, so 10's your thing.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, so you make it back up.
Should we like walk around, the island, see what there is to see
See
before
if there's
we
more friggin' rope.
rope or stairs?
Faces.
That's true.
The bridge, maybe a ferry.
Maybe
A
a parrot.
parachute.
Ladder.
All right, so you
Elevator.
guys gonna continue around the opening.
Gondola.
Yes.
Airship.
Okay, so you got the airship is basically that building in the middle. So you guys start heading around, and by the way, the disc reappeared. that
Funicular.
disappeared.
Oh.
Recumbent bike.
The disc reappeared?
All right. So you guys start
How
walking.
fast did it seem to be falling?
Oh, it didn't fall. It disappeared. Like it's magic.
Magic,
Like-
I don't believe in such nonsense, says the half human, half horse, who just flew into a hole.
That no one can hear, yeah.
The invisible.
The invisible flying half
horse.
human, half horse. I don't believe in that nonsense.
Huh. Huh. All right. Well, I think we should see if there's another way down that's safer and less foggy, maybe?
Yeah.
For now? Unless
That
we
seems-
find more rope, I guess?
Or stairs, or an airship,
Or a hot air balloon.
or hot air
Funicular.
blimp.
Parachute.
Maybe
What
a
color is your parachute?
snowy
Um,
bunny hill.
all right. So you guys start wandering off. With most of the party jumping or falling to their deaths, Grin, Fiznik, and Byron are once again left to their own devices. Will they manage to escape, or will they simply murder everyone again? Find out next time on Of Dice and Dens, a D&D podcast.